Hi. We're just taking a tour, but I mean, I did want to talk to Mike. He's one of my favorite senators. Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. I wanted to talk to you, but I know you're busy.
Is he in there? Because I can get my for caucus. How you doing?
Good.
He's unfortunately called the caucus. He's just stopping.
Okay. Yeah, no, I met him a long time ago before he had cancer, and then I actually stopped in. He probably doesn't remember me. I had a legal battle, presumption of joint custody, that whole issue, but we never did have the hearing because, you know, whole 9 yards. But why I'm here today, there's some serious corruption going on in Lebanon County Municipal Building, the whole sheriff deputy. And I know it's not really your jurisdiction, because I've heard that. Yeah. But I just wanted to pass the word along. But that was one of my issues. I actually got attacked going to the municipal building to video the commissioners meeting.
All right. I'm going to be down at caucus.
And so,
good
seeing you.
Yeah.
And so, yeah,
When you say attack, what do you mean?
I went down there. I'm an independent journalist. Well, I do all kinds of stuff, but that's what I started doing because I had a situation that happened to me, and it just made me become what I do now. But I'd gone down there to record the commissioners meeting, which is filmed by Jo Ellen Litz. She videotapes the meeting all the time, and they were discussing about the First Amendment, and some of the commissioners, they didn't like it because they thought she edited the videos and stuff like that. But she said, no, I just cut out like dead spots and stuff like that. Well, I'd gone down there, I had my tripod with me and everything, and this happened on a Thursday at 9:15 in the morning. So I did some up footage of the outside of the building because people want to see stuff. They don't just want to see like a meeting. And so I had videotaped a guard that was standing out front. Seaford was his name, or Seyfert, Seyfert, I think. Okay. First name is Brad, I believe. So I videotaped him, and
Did you ask him?
no, well, he's outside,
I know.
and it's a public area, and I have this on too. So, you know, every government employee is allowed to be recorded. That's been ruled by the Supreme Court. You know, once you become a public employee, that's part of your job is, you know, to field questions from the public. But anyhow, so I said hi to him. He said hi to me. I had my tripod with me, and I went inside, and the security area, well, the tray that they have, the X-ray machine, it's not a secured area. It's just a big open lobby. And so she said, well, put your stuff down. And I started to put my tripod down into the tray. And then she said, well, give me your phone. Or she said, put your phone down. And I started to put my phone down on the thing. And then from behind, this officer came and said, give me your phone. And I said, no, what do you mean? And then he proceeded. I said, boy, they changed the Constitution. Before I could get that out, he attacked me. And then 5 to 8 sheriff deputies attacked me and threw me face first into the concrete. I sustained numerous injuries. And when I was on my face, I said, I'm a journalist. And he said, oh, well, why didn't you say that earlier? Then they put me in handcuffs. They yanked me up, so they used handcuffs as like a weapon. And they yanked me up. I wanted him arrested. I said, I want this person arrested. I want all your names and badge numbers. They refused to comply, give me any of their names. And they just proceeded to violate. They went through my pockets and everything. Civil rights, the whole 9 yards. Dragged me down to a holding cell. Refused to allow me to contact an attorney. The whole 9 yards. I mean, I could go on, but that's that issue right there.
Okay.
So.
Did you connect with an attorney at all?
No, I'm actually, and then I was held in jail for a day and a half. And so they confiscated my equipment and everything. They had a
What started? I mean, because you were videotaping?
Yeah. Yeah, apparently. They charged me with disorderly conduct and resisting arrest, which I'm not guilty of anything. So then what they did is they refused to let me talk to an attorney. I pleaded the fifth. Then they got a judge on the phone, a video conference, and he said, well, since you're not cooperating, and I guess because I wouldn't speak because I was taking my fifth, they said, well, you're not cooperating, so your bail set at $10,000 and you're going to get out next Thursday. So they hauled me off to jail, to Lebanon County Jail, where I was for a day and a half. Then they tormented me all day long and all night long, saying you have to be processed. I said I want my phone call. No, you can't get your phone call till you're processed. At one point they came in and they actually shook me, refused me medical treatment. I'm still suffering from concussion syndrome, ringing in the ears, the whole night. I've been going to the doctors like constantly. That's why I haven't been up here earlier, because physically I couldn't do it. So I just wanted to tell you what had happened in Lebanon County. And so I was charged with a crime, those two crimes, and so now I have to fight this whole thing. But yeah, that was my first issue that I was here.
Okay.
The second one is...
Wait, before we go any further, what is your name?
Oh, Charlie Lanza.
Spell the last name.
Lanza.
Okay.
And I had heard other stories about Lebanon County from one person that actually was arrested. And then I talked to attorneys because I was looking for an attorney to take my case pro bono since I don't have any money. And I talked to this one attorney. I won't say his name at this point, but I talked to him and I started telling him what happened to me. He goes, oh yeah, there's problems in Lebanon County. So this attorney admitted this, and he practices in Lebanon County. He said he's seen stuff too. Then I talked to another person that I know that has this other guy he has a drug treatment program that he helps athletes. And so he told me that he works with all the counties to help people get rehabilitated and everything like that. And he said, and I quote, they're assholes down there. They make all these different things that people have to go through, and he said in reality they don't really want to help people. They want to keep getting them through the system. That's what he said. Then I talked to even another attorney who is over on the West Shore, and he's an older attorney, and he's practiced everywhere. And he goes, he's like 74 years old now. He goes, I used to go there all the time. And I actually did an interview with him. And then off camera he said, I didn't want to say this on camera. He said, but that place is really bad down there. And he said, because it's a poor county, they're like extorting money from people. So when I was drugged to the jail, I was in a paddy wagon with this black guy that was almost like 70 to 80 years old. And apparently he didn't pay some fine or something, so they hauled him in. And then the two people next to me too, it was all like a fine thing. Like they didn't pay their fine, so they were taking them in jail again. I didn't get to talk to him too bad.
That's tough to judge.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then when I went to my preliminary hearing, it happened on a Thursday. They made my preliminary hearing the next Thursday. So I get my phone, and I'm in for a day and a half. So I literally had 2 days or so to prepare and everything, because I had gone to the emergency room and everything. So I go to my preliminary hearing, and they have it in the basement of the municipal building in the auditorium. And then they have on stage in the basement, they have 3 district justices sitting there with panels in between, and there's literally like 250 people in line to get into the auditorium. So the first person that's in front of me in this line, I say, what's happening with you? Why are you here? And they say, oh, this place needs to be investigated. That's the first thing out of their mouth. So then we all proceed into this auditorium. It's just crazy.